This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Hey everybody, hope everyone is doing well. I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boyz Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. So folks, let's start with some updates. Let's start with some breaking news, shall we? I think it's imperative that we start on that note so that everybody's on the same page with everybody gets the facts and basically take it from there, all right? So let's start off on that note and then press forward with other matters that will certainly get the attention and the drive that it deserves, right? So let's start off with that. Cameron Eubank was called into, as basically received the official call up from the Jamaica Football Federation, and all of his paperwork has been sent in. So it is now with PICA on the island being processed, and it should be processed in time if he makes the final 20-player squad for Jamaica for the CONCACAF U17 championship. So that is something that we can look out for. If he makes it, then he'll just collect the documents on the island itself instead of just basically, it being sent back to England, if you know what I mean. So that's where things are at the moment. So we patiently wait. We'll patiently see how things are going to go. And hopefully it's going to be a scenario where the documents are done quite soon and it's done quite quickly so that this matter can be expedited and gets the real attention that it deserves ahead of the big games that lie ahead. Noel Bernard says, good night, Simon. Hey, Noel, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. How's your family doing? If you guys haven't already, do check out the videos that were done on the channel today. The exclusive interview with James Beard on the West Indies Football Association, the press conference with the Under-17 Reggae Boyz head coach, and the history of the Reggae Boyz, a documentary that I prepared not too long ago. So I look forward to see what you guys will have to say in relation to those in particular. So I look forward to all of the information that you will basically process in this sort of manner. And then, of course, we take it from there in terms of the matters. But what I want to touch upon, Martin Baker, I'm talking about Cameron Eubank. Cameron Eubank is a utility player from Birmingham City. He can play anywhere in a back four and anywhere in the midfield four as well. His best positions, central midfield and also centre half. in terms of his best positions. He is awaiting clearance at this point in time from the medical team at Birmingham City, and then he should be good to go from there after. So once he can get that clearance, then it will be all systems go for him to get the opportunity to be able to parade his talent in the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship, which, as we know, takes place in Guatemala. And as you guys heard in the presser earlier today from Maron Gordon, he made the point that Cameron Eubank is part of the provisional list and just awaiting citizenship, and should be a done deal after that. Same is for Zach Lovelace as well. And he said these such individuals, Lovelace and Lumsden in particular, seeing as the level that they're playing at, they wouldn't need to necessarily come on the island for trial, if you understand what I mean. It would be more along the lines of you're adding quality, depth to the squad. So it's about when you come into the squad, you're part of the squad integration so that you can be able to mesh in the ground proceedings of things. So that's where things are, where that situation is concerned. So folks, at this point, let's reflect on what Jamaica's history has been like at the under-17 level, because we're going into a championship where Jamaica, at under-17 level, I've always been excited about this age group because of the prospects to come down the road. I was very, very impressed with the under-15 squad, the under-17 squad in 2015 by Andrew Edwards, the 2015 squad that he took with Alex Marshall and Peter Lee Vassell and Nathaniel Adama Lakon, Justin McMaster. Very, very impressed with that set of players. Very, very impressed with what they're able to show. And as you know, it was just a penalty shootout away from qualifying for the World Cup itself. So very, very, close, gutted about that one. As we know, Jamaica's two appearances at an under-17 FIFA World Cup came in 1999 and 2011. And coincidentally, the two times that Jamaica have played at an under-17 World Cup, Jamaica hosted the qualifiers, or the qualifying leg. In 1999, Jamaica hosted their group for that. But another interesting thing, 1999 to 2011, that's 12 years apart, right? We're in 2023 now. What's 2023 minus 12? 2011. So again, we're 12 years apart. So could it be 12 years apart, then 12 years apart, and then 12 years apart for another World Cup participation? Well, that's something to consider, isn't it? And I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic about what lies ahead. And I genuinely feel like, based on the squad that is available, that there's enough quality to get the necessary results. I genuinely feel that way. I feel like there's tremendous depth. I can honestly see. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm going to get a little bit further as it relates to the other factors so that you guys are aware of it in particular. First, Runner says 12 years apart to 8 years apart, maybe. Well, yeah, that's one way to look at it, yeah. Hyperman, Wickedman Burp says hyper than me. You can't find right now my side. Just win first JPL game in the 7. Simon, you think we can go to the second round when we qualify? I love your confidence, brother. I love your confidence, honestly. Honestly. I love your confidence, honestly. And personally, I feel that this is exciting. I feel like this is a moment in time that we can't forget, you know? And if you look at the squad that is available right now, it's impressive. Impressive. Now, to go to the question that you're asking in relation to if Jamaica can get to the second round, it really depends on the group that Jamaica will get. It really depends on the group. And in my opinion, it will depend on the group. If Jamaica gets a favorable group, then yes, I would definitely say that for sure. Just give it a little bit of time, and I'll definitely give you and let you guys know how I feel about it in particular. And if, you know, Jamaica will be able to come out of their group. But it's exciting, you know. Jamaica Winter World Cup in New Zealand, Jamaica Winter World Cup in Mexico, and could very, very much go to a World Cup in Peru. That's where the 2023 edition is going to be held, November 10 to December 2. November 10 to December 2. But I heard them say we just have to make the semifinals. We get an easy zone if it was a cause that if the semifinals qualified for World Cup will be in 2020. You know? I honestly feel like honestly, that if you have Lovelace, Cameron Eubank, and Lumsden, then yeah. And Jamaica will not only qualify but excel. That's how I feel. We probably just have two more difficult matches at the second round and quarterfinal, so we can make it round of 16 and quarterfinal. Well, topping the group is important, so let's go through that, shall we? And then we'll go back to the point that I'm making, because Jamaica are in Group G, right? Jamaica are in Group G. This is going to be very, very important. Let me stop the screen and show you the next screen so you guys are really, really grasping what I'm saying. Jamaica are in Group G, right? You guys should be able to see exactly what I have on the screen right now, okay? You guys should be able to see it. Good? So, what I want you to do is look at Jamaica's group. You see Jamaica's group, right? And you should be able to see Costa Rica, right? And you should be able to see Guadeloupe, and you should be able to see Cuba, right? Good. Now that that is cleared, what I want you to do now, take a look at this. The top 3 teams will advance towards the round of 16 of the competition. The top 3 teams. Jamaica are Group G. Let's say that Jamaica finishes at the top of Group G. Look who Jamaica will play in the round of 16. If Jamaica finishes at the top of Group G, then they will face Puerto Rico in the round of 16 of the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship. I repeat, if Jamaica finishes at the top of Group G at the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship in Guatemala, Jamaica will play Puerto Rico in the round of 16. And let's say that happens, right? Let's say that happens, and the Jamaicans go and beat Puerto Rico. Confidence is key, right? Then Jamaica will play winner of match 31, and that will be the decider to qualify for the World Cup. Match 31 is the runner-up of F versus whoever is third in Group H. Third in H, not Honduras in my opinion. Not Suriname. So third between Haiti and El Salvador? Probably. Probably Haiti. Let's say it's El Salvador, right? Third in H, right? And runner-up of F. Runner-up of F is going to be Canada or Trinidad. So you're looking at Jamaica versus Canada for a ticket to the World Cup if Jamaica tops their group. You guys understand what I'm saying? Jamaica versus Canada to qualify if Jamaica finishes at the top of Group G. Let's say Jamaica finishes runners-up of Group G behind Costa Rica, right? Let's say Jamaica is runners-up in Group G. Runner-up of Group G plays third place in Group E, all right? Third place in Group E, all right? Cool, third place in E. It's not going to be Mexico. I think Panama will secure second. So Jamaica against the host nation in the round of 16. That's tough, isn't it? Jamaica against Guatemala, the host nation. But let's go in with confidence, puff out the chest and say that Jamaica goes in and beats them, right? And Jamaica would play against the Dominican Republic or the United States in the quarterfinals. All right, fine. Let's say Jamaica finishes third. Let's say Jamaica finishes third in Group G. Third in Group G plays this runner-up of Group E. The runner-up of Group E most likely is going to be Panama. Let's say the Jamaicans get the better of Panama, right? If Jamaica gets the better of Panama, right, then they will play Bermuda or the Group H winner. Group H winner looks to be Honduras. So, folks, who would you want to play in the quarterfinals? The United States, Canada, or Honduras? You know what's my answer to that question? Bring on any one of them. Bring on any one of them. Bring on any one of them. I'm completely cool with playing any one of them. All of them are completely fine with me. Personally, I feel like this is a good look. So, I can't wait. I can't wait for the CONCACAF Championship. So, it's a good look. It really, really is a good look. You know? So, let's process that for a moment. Jamaica versus Canada, United States, or Honduras in a quarterfinal for a ticket to the World Cup. Let's say Jamaica's second in Group G. Second in Group G, third in E. All right, Guatemala. Group F winner, United States. Jamaica versus United States for a ticket to the World Cup. Bring on the United States. Bring them on. Ready. Ready, 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 ready. No, that's something to consider right there. So how Puerto Rico gone through already? All right, remember Wicked Man Chris, that prior to the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship, there is a preliminary round, all right? Remember, there's a preliminary round, which is a qualifier for the championship. And these teams are the lowest seeded within the region. The Puerto Ricos, the Bermudas of this world, they don't enter the group stages of the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship. What they do, they compete in the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship qualifying. And what happens is that once they top their group, they advance automatically to the round of 16 of the competition. So that is basically what happens. These took place in August, September of last year. These qualifiers. I had a chance to watch Puerto Rico, and they look good. 4 clean sheets. Got by the USVI 16-0, Anguilla 8-0, Martinique 1-0, and a 0-0 draw against Aruba. So Aruba just pushed out by a goal difference. A bit unfortunate from the Arubans there. The Dominican Republic, they will not be a pushover. And for me, I look at them as a real dark horse within the competition itself. And Nicaragua. So it's Nicaragua, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. Those are the 4 teams that advance directly to the round of 16 of the competition. Wickedman Chris says, can see us topping the zone. Remember, if Jamaica tops the zone, then Jamaica is looking at, just a reminder so that everybody's aware fully, Jamaica's in Group G, remember, Group G. And if Jamaica finishes at the top of Group G, then Jamaica faces Puerto Rico in the round of 16. Jamaica faces Puerto Rico in the round of 16 if they finish at the top of the group. All right. So they basically gets a lifeline then. Remember, that's how the Dominican Republic team got to the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship in Honduras. Remember, DR didn't compete in the group stages in Honduras. They competed in the qualifiers. And then, based on their performances in the qualifiers, DR was placed in the round of 16. They won their round of 16 encounter. They defeated Jamaica within the quarterfinals. And guess what? DR are going to the Olympics. So they have a Under-20 World Cup berth and an Olympic berth. 2 golden eggs in the space of days. Lambs to be slaughtered. Mr. Special Edition says, we're going to make it to the Under-17 World Cup. I really, really hope so. I'm very, very, impressed based on the talent at disposal, honestly. I think there's some great talent out there. And I really, really think that there's some great stuff to look forward to. Lego says, we will have a wonderful squad of boys there, but our main problem will be our recovery process. With these games every other day, and for the round of 16 and 8, you only get 2 days rest to recovery. Yes, that is my big area of concern, Legos, because two days break between games in terms of the group stages, and then the Jamaica wouldn't face. If Jamaica, for example, finishes 3rd in the group, then it's another 2-day break. However, if they finish runners-up or at the top of the group, then they get a 3-day break before the round of 16 of the competition. And if they finish at the top or round of 16, then you're looking at, well, if they top the group, another 3-day break between games. But you're right, the turnover is quick, and you're going to need to have good recovery. Question, Simon. So Guadeloupe and them side that can qualify? No. Guadeloupe cannot qualify for any FIFA tournament at all. They just compete. So if Guadeloupe were to get to the semifinals of a tournament, then the best quarterfinal loser would take their spots in the Under-17 World Cup. So Guadeloupe can go as far as they want within the competition, but Guadeloupe cannot qualify for the Under-17 World because they're not a FIFA member. So to answer your question, Guadeloupe, they cannot qualify for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup, but as they're a member of CONCACAF and a member of CFU, they can compete in CONCACAF events, Gold Cup, Nations League, Under-17, Under-20 championships, men and women. So that is what they're allowed to do. So only Guadeloupe are not allowed to qualify for the tournament itself. We can make easy zone. My internet has shake. We can make easy zone and easy second round. Yeah. I mean, based on my understanding. But let's see. Let's see. Because Guadeloupe right now, still not a FIFA member. You know? They're not a FIFA member and therefore not eligible to enter the FIFA World Cup or any competition organized firsthand by the organization. You know? They are a member of CONCACAF and CFU, and they're eligible for all competitions organized by both the organizations. And according to the status of the Fédération Football Française, Article 34, Paragraph 6, under the control of related continental confederations and with the agreement of the Fédération Football Française, those leagues can organize international sports events at a regional level or set up teams in order to participate to them. So they can play in Gold Cup or le Coupe de l'Outre-mer et beaucoup plus. So the main problem is our short preparation period. This will hamper our boys' recovery process and the lack of staff there. Other teams carry 15 to 20 staff minimum, we carry 10 maximum. It is a concern in terms of the turnover time between games, but you know, this is something that we have endured in the past. This is something that we have, you know, gone through in the past already. So for me, it's about ensuring that we use those recovery days well. So that's what I personally feel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, then just play some balls assignment. If them reach the semis or even the final, how would that work as in the side? The worst, the best quarterfinal loser would take their spot if they get to the semifinals. If your preparation period is short and not up to par, the recovery of your muscle in your body will take longer and also your concentration will be in effect. Yeah. Something to consider. Yeah, we have in the past, but you must also remember in 1999 we played only the final round. Yeah, in 2011 as well, because we also hosted it as well, so that is correct. But yeah, something worth. It's food for thought, definitely. So yeah, something worth considering. Because the second round team never feels slighted. Well, basically, the reality of the situation is this. You know, they're in a regional tournament. They're allowed to compete in a CONCACAF tournament. So why shouldn't they give their best? But it's quite simple. If Guadeloupe were to finish to win the tournament, right? Then whoever would finish second, third, fourth, fifth would basically qualify for the under 17 World Cup, if you understand what I mean. But I guess a second round team should have them beat. You have to look at it that way too. In 1999 and 2011, the final round was hosted here. That's what I said. So we had enough staff at the time to help with the recovery, and that was one of the main reasons we pulled through. Once it's away from home, it's difficult. That's a key point, a very, very key point, because it is challenging in those sorts of aspects. When you go on road, you're going in a different surrounding, different environment. I like the quality in the squad. I really, really do. And I genuinely think that there's opportunities in this squad in particular for the team to press forward. I really, really think that there's opportunities, you know? So I can't wait, honestly. But yeah, even if it is to bring another person, another two physios, because you're talking about upwards of 20 players. If you have 3 massage therapists, then 20 divided by 3, 6. Then you're talking about each massage therapist getting 3 and 2 persons get another 2. You understand what I mean? So a faster turnover time instead of one massage therapist doing 20 players, and it's much slower in that vein, It's much slower from that angle. So that's what I'll have to say there. So it's difficult because the lack of staff to help with the recovery process. Yeah. I'm talking based on experience. I remember that day. Beat Honduras, beat Costa Rica, draw with the United States. That was something. That was a good tournament. And it's funny because the 2011 one was also Mobe as well, It was also Montego Bay as well, the Guatemala, the Trinidad, and also the Honduras game booking qualification, It was a special one. And the 1999 one, why that is always something to remember, it was only 3 teams. It was only 3 teams that qualified for that tournament. Only 3 teams. Jamaica hosted a group in Mobe, and there was a group hosted in El Salvador. El Salvador came second. That group was before the group in Jamaica, right? No, the group in Jamaica, the US, they drew with Costa Rica. Jamaica defeated Honduras. Then the Hondurans lost to the Americans, but Jamaica went and beat Costa Rica. Then the last game, Jamaica booked qualification with a 0-0 draw against the United States and qualified for the Under-17 World Cup. The US went to the playoffs against El Salvador. And the US hammered them. 10-1 in aggregate. Oh, go on, the Yardy Mank. You alright, Danny? All is well? Yeah, not too bad, mate. It's about 10 o'clock in Jamaica right now, so basically, just winding down the day. So, basically, you don't remember the 2011 run? Jason Wright, Omar Holness, Patrick Palmer, Romario Williams, Richard Trench, Odine Clark, Alvas Powell, O'Shane Jenkins, Junior Flemings, Javier Roberts, Giovanni Brown. You want me to continue? King Kaya Beckford. You want me to continue? All right. Let me give you two more names: Jason Wint, Quante Abotil Smith, Cardell Benbow. You want me to continue? Troy Mupen, Sean Claude Lawson. You want me to continue? Anthony Walker. You don't remember the World Cup where Zalana Barnes scored and Andre L.A. Lewis scored against France? Come on, man. How old are you, Wicked Man Chris? And it's not a disrespect thing. I'm just genuinely asking how old you are. But yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad you're well, brother. How hot is in yard? Actually, fam, you know what's going on is that Jamaica is getting a cold front from the United States, so Jamaica has actually been quite chilly in the mornings. Jeremy and we're on top of the evening, Simon Opal as well. Enjoy the program yesterday on the boys. I'm responsible for the one on the two and very excited of the opponents to come. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Hope you are doing well, Jermaine. Hope all is well with you and your family. Your thoughts about the team as a whole heading in towards the championship that is to come. Do let me know your thoughts and especially how you feel about what is to come with this team. Let's hear what you gotta say. Let's hear what you gotta say. One person member from 2011 squad was Benbow because what Waterford him come from. We played against him a few seasons before when he was at Rodwell, remember. Okay. We travel with one physio, one trainer, one massage service, one doctor, one equipment, one HOD, one head coach, one assistant, one TD, one goalkeeper. That's just not enough. It will affect the player rest period. That's why, in my opinion, I think the knowing the depth of the squad is going to be supremely important. 6 points from their first two games. Then the last game of the tournament, rotation, rotation, rotation. Simon Flemo and Benbow and Holness. Remember? I said that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're 15, 16 during the under 17 World Cup, them time there. Okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah, I fully get you. Fully understand what you're saying. As you know, this will be the first time that Jamaica are competing at a CONCACAF Under 17 Championship since 2019, when Coach Hopton Gilchrist was in charge of the team. So basically, this is the first time since COVID that there is a CONCACAF Under 17 Championship, because the last one was 2019, where Jamaica competed at the IMG Academy in Florida, fell 1-0 to the Mexicans, 3-2 to the Trinidadian outfit, but defeated Bermuda by 4-2. Yeah. You had Rajay Wright scoring a hat trick in that game, Rivaldo Mitchell scoring as well against Bermuda, and Isaac Scott scored, and Krista J. Daly also scored within the group stages of the competition itself. In the round of 16, it was Rajay Wright that scored late on as the El Salvadorans went on with a 2-1 victory. Quarterfinals was a different story, though. Quarterfinals was very, very different. But it is what it is. I got to see Haiti We got to see Haiti at an under 17 World Cup. It was great to see. That was also the second time that they're competing at an under 17 FIFA World Cup as well. 2007 in South Korea and 2019 in Brazil. You know, so you're going to get smoked like rubber on Sunday. We are top of the league, so we are top of the league. Brother, let me tell you something, fam. Don't come with that chat because Man United are the biggest and baddest thing. All right? Cool. I could have played on the team if I was a league player. It's not over yet. Wicked man. We have more prospects at LAFC. Wonderful, wonderful. Jermaine Brown, do you reside in California? Do you reside in California or live there at this point in time? And the Jamaican diaspora within California by extension, or LA, San Diego. Is there a good Jamaican contingency, good Jamaican diaspora in those areas? Players waiting for hours to get treatment nightly after games and after training sessions, so it affects even the rest period nightly because of the lack of short staff. Yeah, you're right. I know. Remember the Barnes goal where he smashed it, but everything else is a blur because my under 17 season just wrapped up. I was going for the under 20 team at Tivoli, so most of it was blur. What about Andre L.A. Lewis goal? I mean, if you type in Jamaica 1, France 1 on the internet, you'll see Andre L.A. Lewis's goal. Just remember watching matches down in Mobay and Mexico. How did Luton Chilton pass there? A place in England called Luton. I never heard a man with this name. He had ALS and he deteriorated. The situation. Remember, it's only 20 players traveling, and our last game is going to be the hardest against Costa Rica, and that game will. Yeah, I get that. That most likely will be the top of the table clash. Most likely. 90 run may have no chance of tempering us for. Yeah, that game will decide our final placement in the zone to determine who will play in the round of 16. That's why, if Jamaica can bank on the goals and get the goals, then we're looking at a situation where possibly, what can happen? Yeah, a situation where Jamaica can draw the game and top the group just like that. Something worth considering. So, something to think about. Oh, Manchester United 3, Arsenal 0. Okay, all right, cool breeze. Our greatest chance of qualifying is whenever we host a final round of the tournament. We've seen that at under 17 level. At under 20 level, we hosted the under 20 championship in 2015 but didn't qualify. Michael Seaton got injured in the opening game. I think the first half, I was there. You had Junior Flemings, you had Luca Levy, you had Khalil Stewart. Even Shamar Nicholson was part of that. Well, time when it's over for me play too idle ball, too much bad injuries, and my asthma don't play, so it's a wrap for me on ball. It's all right. You can still play futsal. You can play in the futsal World Cup for Jamaica. Let me see how much you know about your football team. What is your biggest defeat and who against, and your biggest win and who and against? There's two teams. Okay, fine. Jamaica lost 9-0 to Costa Rica in 1999. And in terms of the biggest victory, it was against the British Virgin Islands 12-0 and also against St. Martin 12-0. The St. Martin 12-0 game was November 24, 1994, November 24, 2004, while the game against British Virgin Islands was in the Caribbean Cup sometime in 1995, 1996, thereabouts. Big up Simon, Wagwan, Bridging to Sean, 3679. Gocheri Namidag. That's about all that I know in Dutch at this point in time. Basically, just a few simple greetings. That's all that I know. Big up, Simon. Ready for a big match on Sunday? Out for revenge? Go ahead. Keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming, man. So, yeah. But, yeah. I do know the squad. I do know Jamaican football well, man. Jermaine Brown says, here in LA, between Galaxy and LAFC, you will have a lot of kids at this tournament. The Jamaican boys at LAFC are all prospects that have been with us, with the US at some point. Okay, understood. Fully understand exactly what you're saying. Okay. And, all the best to them in terms of their development post the tournament. And I'm hoping that after this tournament, it'll give them a lift that I've played international football. I've competed for my country. So why can't I go back to my club, strut my stuff, and push for first team contracts in 2024? I don't see why they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Hope if we make it to the World Cup, hope them no shift up the group of players, keep the same core players at the under 20 level like what them do. Honestly, if you're going to introduce a player that did not take part in the qualifiers at the World Cup in November in Peru, then it has to be somebody that enhances what the team has. So for me, if you're coming in, you'd have to be an individual that is not a squad player making up the numbers, but you have to be somebody that you are a match winner or a solid backup goalkeeper. Brother, Dan, make sure you come in the comments Sunday. You hear me? All right. Yo, Shawnee say a jungle in there, Suriname there, much GPL hard. This team has a lot of cores. Let's just be hopeful that the environment does not fit the team in the Guatemala because it's hard to play there. Against the host Costa Rica, Honduras, and Salvador. Will be tough. Arnett is Sean's side. Sean, you're living right now in the Netherlands right now. Big up, Dan. Big up, Dan. Take it easy. But yeah, Sean, you live in the Netherlands or you live elsewhere? You let me know. Oh, Suriname, Paramaribo. Okay. The closest I've been to Suriname is Guyana, Brazil, Colombia, Chile. So technically the closest that I've been to Suriname is Guyana. That's the closest I've been. Oh, by the way, Javan Anderson is ours, Sean. Sean, that garden knockoff. Tangerine and block to the world. A tangerine them where? Or orange? Is it which one of the two colors them, brother? Tell me now. Is which one of them two colors there? Yeah, just make me know. Just make me know. Yeah, just tell me what one. We knew in 1999 that we weren't the best team, but we knew that we had that great lengthy preparation, a lot of practice game against top clubs. And you know what, Lagos, that is what happened in 2011 as well. The players went to Brazil for a prolonged period of time, and the players went to Brazil even during their December holiday break, Christmas break. And yeah, we saw the sacrifices that were made, and they qualified. I follow you, man. I follow you where you say Tangerine. I follow you. I know French Guiana is also in it, but I know that. I'm just saying that the closest that I've been to Suriname, closer that I've been in terms of traveling, you know? So that's why I said what I said, you know? So yeah. I love the fact that the JPL and get fans from all across the region now, almost like how we have supported EPL teams. Yeah, that's positive. What we have was the togetherness, desire, commitment, and heart, and we all had the same aim and purpose. That's true. Sean heard Cavalier got a certain player, so you have to represent the league. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, folks. Oh, that is where we blow the final whistle for this evening. I hope you guys are doing well and have a pleasant evening. There are more videos to come. But Simon, I'm up to say about the under 17 tournament, even though I don't know none about them. You know them. You know them. Know yourself. Jamani Bella, you're a baller. Alright, G. Cool, cool. Both years that we qualified were the two best preparation periods that under 17 ever had. Now, that, my friend, is a fact. That is absolutely true. That is true. Yep, that is true. Can't deny that at all. Well said. At one point, Portmore had also certain players. Yeah, Doneghy Fair. Preparation started long before Manning Cup cycle, bossy. Long before that, you know? So, yeah. Jamaica, in terms of their run at a CONCACAF under 17 championship. Oh, last time that they failed to come out of their group stages, 2007, which was on Jamaican soil. But that's not going to happen to Jamaica. There's confidence. Simon, trust me, I don't watch high school football. To me, it's scripted and professional. It's not a local game. I was a part of the team, so I know the length of the preparation matter. it makes a massive difference. You're absolutely right. The Suriname clubs paying way better now. That's why our players don't go to play in the region. Okay, understood. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, smash the like button. And immediately after that, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content. All right, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back for plenty more. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. This video is brought to you by Eubank Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Reggae Boyz Commentary. Like, share and subscribe, please.
I'm Javon Watson and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary.